everyone, and welcome to Salty Sweet Games. I am the aforementioned Salty.
And I'm Sweet.
And these various assorted spices are our friends. Today we are playing Pulp Cthulhu, Masks of Nyarlathotep. But before we go around and meet everyone and their soon-to-be in great peril characters, let's talk about channel stuff. Firstly, a ton of thanks to our sponsor, Roll20, our virtual tabletop of choice, which unites gamers across any distance with easy-to-use tools, especially in times like these. We're very thankful for it. We love it, yes. Also, thank you for that insane hype train last week. We unlocked another emote slot, and the community voted on what it's going to be, and it's going to be a pretzel doubt emote. It's going to be adorable. Super excited about that. Also, there's merch if you want it. It's real cute. It's on Redbubble. Not Redbubble though.
I got it.
Thank you. I can't see my keyboard when I stream. But it's super cute. There are also donations below in which you can seriously impact the game through bits or through Streamlab donations. If you just click on the pictures, it'll take you right there. They're gonna need them today.
Yep. Yes, please help us. And also, when you donate, please put it into chat, as we're not always on Streamlabs to see what the donation was. So just boop it over there as well. Please let us know how you're helping us.
Also, we here at Salty Sweet Games use safety tools, lines, veils, X and O cards, because while the characters are going to be put through a ton of shit, the players are here to have fun and probably die today. La la la. Anyway, let's meet their characters, starting with the very offended Allie.
Hey everybody, it's Allison. I play Ganymede Graves, adventure scientist, and like any true pulp hero, Ganymede has her trademark weapon, the shotgun boarding axe. I have a feeling it's going to get some action today. I'm going to throw it up on my Twitter so that you can get a look at it. It's at Allison Robinson with 2 L's and a Y. I am super excited. I've been excited all week for this moment. So bring it on.
I will. I'm gonna do that, so yes. Summer, hi. Hi, Summer, you look ready.
I'm ready. Do I look ready? Wow, it's yeah, hi. I'm Summer. I use she her pronouns, and I'm playing Charlie Rapp, who uses he him pronouns, and he's in a pickle. He's just in a little pickle right now, you know?
Little pickle boy.
Just a little pickle boy. He is face to face with a tube-mouthed, teeth-lined weirdo. I don't know what you call him. Karasiri. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, he's just he wanted to talk things out with the professor, but clearly he's not in a very good place to do that right now. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm doing my best, but I'm probably gonna have to shoot somebody, which I'm great at, thank God.
I believe you.
Great at guns.
Yeah. Speaking of somebody who has a gun, Tommy.
Hi, I'm Tommy. I have a what is it, a Saturday night special?
The pea shooter.
I play Zebulon Augustine Claiborne Montgomery III, who is underage, Lauren. You would not kill an underage person now, would you, Lauren? Would you? You would not kill
totally
a literal
would.
babe? Literal
Of course
bab?
she would. What are you thinking?
Would not.
Of course
She
she would.
wouldn't kill. Also, Zeb is about to be, what's the word? Not justified. Proven right. There's a word for it. Vindicated. There we go. It's 9 a.m. on a Saturday. I can't be expected to know big words. But he's about to be vindicated. So I'm very ready for that.
Awesome. And Kienna, who are you playing this morning?
I am playing Irene, who is our resident quiet girl, who is a forger, an artist, surprisingly prepared for combat, but nobody knows that yet. So,
Yeah.
so she has a handgun and she actually knows how to use it. So we'll get to see how that goes.
And as the music kicks up a notch, I'll do a brief recap. Last time, Zebulon got a gun. We're all very happy for him. Also, Trinidad showed up at the hotel early and informed Charlie that Professor Sanchez, after being attacked, left the hospital without telling anyone. They filed a missing persons report and made their farewells. The following day, the expedition officially set out. Their destination 3 days into the highlands to the city of Puno for restocking before the final leg of the journey. They traveled via truck, which seemed odd to the drivers, who told Ganymede that it was not the usual way people traveled to Puno. As they entered the city proper, Ganymede and Elias spied several odd-looking figures watching the trucks a little too closely. One may have been dead Mendoza, and one looked like the missing professor. While Larkin dealt with resupplying, Jackson suggests visiting his friend Nayra, a wise woman whom he suspected was probably staying out on the floating islands on Lake Titicaca. She was very knowledgeable about local legends and very shrewd. The visit also proved useful as Nayra knew the specifics of where the site of the pyramid was located. She even told the investigators the legend behind why the pyramid is shunned by locals. As the group was leaving, Charlie and Irene spotted additional boats near the isle and shadowy figures watching them as they went. Charlie, being Charlie, decided to confront them, coming face to face with a gaunt, haggard Professor Sanchez and 3 other people? One of which had a distended, disc-shaped mouth with teeth and a bony lancet for a tongue that was dripping caustic fluid. And that is where we're going to pick up Wednesday night, the floating island battle. So, initiative is as follows. I've got this, so you don't need to keep track of it, but this is based on dex scores. Nobody had a handgun out, so that's not calculated into this. But first up is Irene.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Number 1. Get some music pumping.
Okay. So all I know is that Charlie just went around the corner. I haven't seen anything.
You can
Correct.
still see Charlie.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He didn't go around. You can still
Yeah.
see him, but you just can't see the people around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna kinda... I think she's gonna pull out her handgun at this
He
point.
seems to be
She's-
having a very pleasant conversation.
Well, Irene was like, there's 2 ships here that weren't here before. She's a little paranoid.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's at least like putting her hand on the in her bag.
Yeah.
She's not exactly pulling it out, but she has it in hand now. And she's gonna kind of she's gonna walk towards Charlie, but she's not gonna go all the way there. Kind of just like she's not gonna go directly to him. It's kind of like a in that direction.
Yeah.
Off and wants to see what's up.
Okay. So are you moving to where you could see, or are you kind of skirting the corner of the
To
building?
where I could see.
Okay. Great. You may do so. If you're going to where you could see, then as you move, the clouds will say clear a bit as moonlight floods the street, and you see Charlie is in front of 4 figures. I think it takes you a second, but you do recognize Professor Sanchez there, but he does not look good. And there is a figure close to him again with like something looks wrong with his mouth, like something is coming out of it. It's like the whole thing kind of looks like a disc with points that are glinting in the moonlight. And I think you even smell kind of this acrid smell in the air. They definitely look aggressive.
Cool.
Sanchez not necessarily, but the others. There's, just to lay it out, there is Sanchez, there is the man that Charlie recognized from following a couple of you, and there's a woman and a teenage boy.
Okay. Yep.
You at least
Irene.
recognize the person that was following us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Because
recognize.
Charlie pointed him out to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And at this point, I need you to make a sanity check.
Cool. Two extreme successes.
Whoa! We're like, we see this shit every damn day.
I ain't worried. I ain't even worried.
No,
This is great.
it's all focused on. Oh fuck. Charlie is not prepared for this, so she's picking up the gun.
Oh, he doesn't look prepared.
Okay, are you doing anything else at this point? Because I would say you didn't have to move very far.
Yeah. No, she's gonna wait to see what happens.
Okay,
But she's prepared to shoot. Like,
awesome. Yeah, you got your handgun readied.
Yeah.
So, Ganymede, what's up? What's up, girl? What you doing?
As I see Irene draw her gun, Ganymede reaches over her shoulder and draws out that her shotgun boarding axe by the pistol grip, and starts to slowly walk up behind her. In the silence, you can hear the click as her thumb moves the safety switch off of safe. And she turns back toward Zebulon, who she is nominally supposed to be caring for his family here, and says, "Zebulon, my lad, wait here for just a moment. I think that would be wise." And then back to the front. "Mr. Rapp, everything all right?" And by this point, she's right up alongside Irene. So,
Make your sanity check.
shall I
Come on.
make my sanity check?
Come on.
There we go, a
You're
success.
all so sane for now.
Her eyes, though, get really big as her thoughts go back to what she heard from Zebulon and his experience back at the museum. But they're just locked at this point on this standoff that's in front of her.
Are you going to do anything else this round?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Everyone's waiting for me to get attacked. That's pretty much what's happening. I would
Well,
just
it's
like
your
to
turn
clarify.
next.
What?
Yeah.
What's going on with this boy? This boy with the teeth.
Oh, this boy with the teeth. So he is
Coming towards me. What's going on?
Right now, since you're all acting before, he definitely looks like he about to.
Yeah.
In terms of details about him, he, again, is pale. He looks a lot like De Mendoza.
Yeah.
They're all kind of wearing kind of ratty clothes. Come back, Summer.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I
It's
didn't mean
okay.
to.
I will fix the cameras. But Yes.
Wait, according to the layout now, I'm Charlie. And
False.
False. I shall
Not how it's going to
fix
be.
this.
Charlie is gonna spray and pray.
Spray and pray.
Charlie doesn't
Yeah.
pray. What?
This Charlie does. Okay, crazy kids. Okay, but yes, what else are you doing, my love?
I'm taking out my gun casually,
Yes.
super casually,
Soup's cash.
and I'm, I'm not pointing it at the boy with the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got it out.
Right.
And I think he says, no, we're not looking for a fight. So if you want us off the island, we were just on our way off. And he's gonna kind of put up a hand like, boy with teeth, don't come over here. If you just want us to leave, we will do that. Am I being charming? Is this convincing?
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If we can avoid fighting them, if Charlie can avoid shooting the professor right now, but he's talking to the professor since that's the person who stepped up and that's the person he knows. He's not ignoring. He did do a critical success on his sanity check.
Yes.
He's not ignoring. He fully is aware of the situation, but he is trying to play it cool. Just super chill. And he is playing it cool. He's not even trying to. He is. He is unfazed by this. He has seen weirder shit.
Gotcha.
He's died, for God's sake. He's fine. Okay. So yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
Okay.
We'll leave. And he takes a step back.
Gotcha. At this point, because I just remembered who else is here, Jackson Elias, who is next in the order, steps up and he goes to where Charlie is. So we've got Ganymede and Irene kind of to the right back of everything, Charlie and Jackson kind of in the center, and Zebulon to the back left. Jackson...
Can't wait for him to see this shit.
Yeah, Jackson walks up. He's got his gun out already. I mean, seen everybody else do it. He's not a foolish man. And he steps up behind you, Charlie, and just kind of turns and whispers to you. If we leave, they may go after the people on the island.
Can I do a psychology check or something on these people to see if when they told me to leave, if it was more like they have hunting to do, or if it's more like this is our place, get out?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. I will. Verbose.
Verbose.
Failure.
No.
I'll use this as an advantage.
Okay.
Who knows?
Hey! Awesome. Okay, so it definitely seems like this is. Although the woman and the teenage boy look like the people here, Pedro and Sanchez don't really. This doesn't seem like a territory thing. This seems like they're here for a purpose, and that purpose is probably to kill somebody.
Great.
You see the one with the distended mouth is definitely seems like the most aggressive one. I'd say Sanchez looks, his eyes are sad basically, but he doesn't look like he's got any energy, any
there's no bite behind the bark kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He definitely doesn't look like he's in charge either. He's just standing in front.
Yeah. Charlie gives Elias like a very slight head nod to be like, you're right. But at the same time, he doesn't want his group to get fucked up. I think he's still talking to the professor. And he says, we'd be happy to leave the island, but Professor, I would like to talk with you about what happened. I see that you all came in boats. We'd be happy to go back to a neutral ground, talk things over there.
Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
Sure, I'd love to. I'm so bad at these things. I was like, I can read lips and I can fucking talk to ghosts and that's it. Okay.
That's it.
Here we go. That's it.
I don't do other things.
Damn it.
Close.
6.
6 luck points?
I might do it.
Do
I
it.
think I'm gonna do it. It was,
Okay, you
sorry,
don't
I did
have
not
to
mean to
roll
roll
it.
those. No, I know. I'm just,
Oh.
I was trying to edit it, but
I
it
just
didn't
felt
let me.
like it. Okay, so you see Sanchez kind of withdraw even more into himself, and the aggressive one, Pedro, definitely doesn't look like he's in a talking mood.
Yeah.
But Sanchez he also seems like he's struggling, maybe a bit physically and a bit mentally. So that will affect how things go. Sanchez, oh no, I'll finish up Jackson. Jackson takes his gun and he fires it into the air as a warning shot and then points it at Pedro.
Just give him a look like, that doesn't help my point that I'm trying to... That didn't help anything. Good Lord. Yeah. Does he say anything?
The professor?
No, Elias, after he does that. Or is he just doing it?
What he says is, I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like a talker there. Maybe the others, but not that one. Oh, wait, I need to make a sanity check for Mr. Elias. I'm sure nothing could go wrong.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well,
he's sane. It's obvious.
alright. Jackson is definitely, you see him, fire this thing, and you are, surprised that he didn't say what he was doing, but I think it's because you've spoken with him, you've read his books, there's always a human, natural explanation behind everything, and he just keeps staring at this thing. So, who is next? Oh, it would be Professor Sanchez. Professor Sanchez is not going to do anything this round, but Pedro is.
Toothy?
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Pedro, Toothy boy. I would like to say that after Elias fired off the gun, Charlie put out his arm, in front of Elias, just to kind of put, it's obviously nothing. He could easily push past him, right?
Yeah.
It's more of it's more of a sign to the others that he's going to try and not engage in combat, but if that happens, then whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So. Pedro. I think while Sanchez definitely seems to be hearing your words and struggling with them against something, you see a green flicker, or like something with the light is weird, and you see all of their eyes kind of flicker green for a second, and then Mr. De Velasco is going to charge at you, Charlie. Okay. So he runs towards you with his arms out, and he is going to attempt to grab you.
I don't want that.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. He is able to get his arms on yours, kind of pinning your elbows, and pushing you to the ground with an extreme success like that. And that is all he can do this round. But next up would be the teenage boy, who, seeing what is going on, is going to go after the next closest person, and that is Mr. Jackson Elias. So again, he is going to try and grab Jackson. He is just able to. Now, Charlie, you can either attempt to, I forgot about this, you can attempt to dodge, but then you would lose your next turn, or you can attempt to fight back and try and beat him.
Yeah, I can try and, I think I would probably fight back rather than getting out of the way, because I don't want him, I would rather him attack me than somebody behind me, if that makes sense. Is that just like a brawl since I'm not using my gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, so you are pinned on the ground, and that's by Pedro. The boy is on Jackson, who is going to attempt to probably to fight back. And Jackson did have his gun out, so he's going to try to get a shot off, I think. Nice. Okay. So he does beat him. So this shot, it's a pretty hefty one at that. 1d10 plus 2. So 4. Does manage to clip this boy, who goes stumbling and doesn't manage to get his arms around Jackson. All right, next up is Zebulon.
All right, Zeb was not going to stay behind as Kienna insisted. Zeb was gonna follow pretty close afterwards, and then there was a gunshot, and then there were boys running, and then Zeb was like, "Oh hell no!" But Zeb was like about to walk up, and he's like, "Mr. Rapp, is everything?" And then everything happens. And he's like, nah, see, I was right. I told you there were things that were, and he's like fussing with his bag that his jock bag that he keeps with him, and he's getting that gold band out, and while also like fishing for the gun and like tucked into the back of his pants, and he pulls both out. It's like, get back. I have a thing and I know I will use it.
Like attacking Charlie on the ground.
Heck. And like he's just gonna move towards the one that's on top of Charlie and try to like, you know, shoo.
Hurt him off?
Hurt him off. Yeah. With the golden band thing.
I don't even know what this would be. Why don't you make
Intimidate?
Yeah. Why don't you make an intimidation check?
Right, intimidate's not a strong suit.
I'm so surprised.
Maybe when you grow up.
I am going to probably burn an advantage to begin with here.
Okay.
Because it's not great.
Okay.
It just got worse.
So you hold it out, but this thing seems to be almost like in a frenzy, now having some prey pinned. So he either does not see or hear you, or is just not able to take it in for now. And it is the woman's turn. I think with the boy getting clipped by Jackson, Pedro's on top of Charlie. She sees the band that you have and chooses not to engage with you, so I'm just gonna flip a coin. One is Irene, two is Ganymede. So she is going to charge after Ganymede. She is going to attempt to grab you. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
If I dodge, I do it this round. But then I lose my attack next round, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can fight back as a reaction this round. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
With a 9, yeah, I choose to do so.
Okay.
And I've got this. The shotgun has been just leveled, and I assume if she's coming at me, that's less than, looking at range, that's less than 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I still get 2 shots because of the double barrel as a reaction?
Do they fire at the same time?
Yes, they're 2 triggers, so.
They're 2. Okay.
Oh.
Why is your brawl
I did
0?
No, I did that wrong. Sorry.
Oh,
I just
okay.
put it into the. Let's try this. There's 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's the other.
Okay, so neither beats her 9. So they go off, but they don't stop her charge.
Okay.
And she is able to kind of, since your arms are on the shotgun, she kind of push it, like pin it on top of you. As she comes on top of you, she feels a lot stronger than she looks. Again, she looks very thin, much like the others. And both her and the boys' mouths begin to transform. So Ganymede's on the ground and Charlie's on the ground. At the start of the next round, Irene, you're first.
Yep. I know this. I know Ganymede's right next to me, but Ganymede also has a gun out. So Irene is shooting the one on Charlie. And
Okay.
I'm going to burn an advantage right away
Go for it.
to do that. Because I've accidentally been hoarding them.
Whoops.
Oh my god, 1 point of luck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm spending that 1 point.
Roll your damage.
Okay. Hold on. Changing my luck there. Damage is... Go to the right tab for that.
The tab.
No, there's supposed to be weapons there. Excuse you. How's the sheet changed and decided to get rid of my...
It likes to change things.
Decided to get rid of my combat stuff. Hold on. It is a... Can't remember what a handgun does anymore. Sorry about that, folks. Call of Cthulhu. I can't remember how much they do.
I mean, I'm guessing it's like... Why don't you just roll a d8 for now?
Okay. Yeah, I will put that in. Should have checked that earlier. 3 points.
3. Okay. Okay. So you manage to hit him. He takes it. It obviously affects him, but it's not enough to move him off of Charlie. Kind of gets him in the shoulder. Although it's looking like it affects him, it's almost like he doesn't notice it. Okay. Would you like to move anywhere?
Probably closer to Charlie.
Okay. Ganymede, you are pinned by a woman whose mouth is distended.
Okay, I'm going to make a brawl attack to try to push her off me. So if I'm, I've got the shotgun between me and her, I'm going to just try to push back as hard as I can and push her off me.
Do it.
So that's an extreme success.
Awesome.
Do I get damage with that, or do I just break the brawl? Or break the grapple?
Do you have I'd probably give you 1 plus your damage build. Do you have a damage build bonus, or is it just...
Oh,
0?
I do. I do have a build bonus.
Oh, great.
It's D4.
Awesome. So D4 plus... Oh, 5. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. That's 5 total. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so I think as I push her back, because I saw her mouth opening like that, I'm kind of pushing the shotgun up into her jaw.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what hits her as she goes back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be up on my feet if I can be.
Yeah, you can. Do you want to reload your gun?
Yes, I do. And where is it? I have the trait, let me just see what it's called. I have the Pulp Talent Fast Load, which allows me to ignore the regular penalty die for loading and firing in the same. Oh, but would I still be able to load this round?
I'll let you load, but not fire.
Okay, yeah. So I just as faster than you can follow, she breaks the shotgun down, it flips open, she's jammed 2 new shells in it and snapped it back up and ready to attack on the next round.
All right, Charlie.
Yeah, I'm gonna push him off of me.
Do it.
And I would like to remind everybody a thing I am taking, which is we had a 1 advantage to the person who decided that they needed it, and I'm gonna steal that because nobody used it.
That is totally right.
Because I need it.
Maybe a good time to use it.
Here we go.
Oh! Okay, how are you pushing this thing off you?
I think I just take advantage of the shot, like the shots going off, basically, to push. I mean, I think actually Charlie tries to get up his knees so that he has like leg force behind it, because obviously his arms aren't gonna be like as effective, and just like pushes this guy as far as he can get him off. And is like gonna be scrambling to his feet, I think.
Okay. You can roll 1 plus your damage build, or if you don't have a damage build, it's just 1.
I do actually.
Oh, nice. Big kids.
5.
Oh, damn.
It's a hard kick.
Yeah. No, he looks winded by it. He kind of doubles over as you do this. Okay. It is. Oh, would you like to move anywhere?
I'm moving kind of closer to Irene, but not getting in front of her because she has a gun out. So, but he's moving to where he could easily get in her way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. It is Jackson Elias's turn. He gonna shoot that boy monster again, because it is not nice. We don't like that. No, we don't. Okay, he's got 80 in this. Nice, Jackson Elias. I love you. Oh, shit. The boy took the... Jackson, you beautiful bastard.
Damn, Jackson.
Whoa.
Damn, so close.
Damn, Jackson.
He shoots him like in the cheek. You see Jackson kind of like was kind of panicking before, and he just takes a deep breath and like focuses. And it's not like he's a completely different person. You just see the kind of like formidable presence he can be. Maybe why De Mendoza was so worried about him. And he shoots this creature in the face. You see like bone and blood go flying. That thing should be dead. And then it rights its head and snarls at Jackson. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. It is now Professor Sanchez's turn. I would say with the success of Charlie earlier, you see Sanchez like grabbing on to like the building that he's near, like almost like he's trying to physically restrain himself from moving, although it looks like it's probably a losing battle, but there's so much going on it's hard to notice that. Okay, so forgot about their fun thing. You see all of the their fun thing. It's now Pedro's turn. Pedro, who just got pushed off of Charlie. And Irene's there, right? Irene shot him. Hey,
Yep.
Irene.
Hi.
Hi, friend. Instead of... Who's the other strong one? You. Okay. So instead of trying to grab you, this one comes at you. Pedro charges at you with... you see his nails are very kind of long and gross looking, and he charges at you and starts to scratch you.
Cool. I want to attack back.
Yeah, fight back. He rolled a 50.
Cool. I'm gonna use the advantage again, because I can burn them.
Oh!
Extreme fucking success.
Yes! Okay, roll your handgun damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so you can roll with the weapon. Now we know. But
Now we know.
we're just gonna say that's 3 damage.
Great.
Cool.
Okay. So that would bring him down to that, but if he's got his special thing. So, you managed to shoot him, we'll say, like, in the hand, especially with an extreme, as he's coming at you with it, and it, like, staggers him back, so he's not able to get to attack you this round.
Nice.
It's now the boy's turn, who has been just, like... horribly, horribly disfigured and hurt by Jackson Elias, and he is not happy. So, he is going to try and grab Jackson again. I might be able to do it. Jackson is going to fight back. The boy, even though looks like he's on his last legs, again, has that surprising strength and is able to grab Jackson and pin him up against, we'll say, like a wall in this area. And that is what's going to happen for now. Zebulon.
Okay. Who is Ganymede still? So who's still
Only Jackson.
wrapped up?
Only Jackson is
okay.
pinned right now.
Okay. Then I think that Zeb, seeing that no one's taken him seriously so far, I was like, I'm coming for you, Mr. Jackson. And he's just gonna walk up and he's gonna try to like whack the one on top of Jackson with the gold band thing.
Okay. You do have to use both hands for that because it's 25 pounds.
Okay.
You're going to need a hard or extreme for this to work because just this isn't the way this is meant to be used. But if you get a hard or extreme, it's gonna work.
What am I rolling?
A brawl. It's like a
okay.
baseball bat, but like a really heavy one.
Yeah. Why do I only have 25 in brawl? I
have no idea. We'll fix that if you live.
Yeah, we'll fix that if I live. But I am probably gonna burn an advantage for this.
Yeah, I would.
And you said I need a harder.
Yeah.
Roll.
I don't see it yet. Oh my
god! Oh my god! I did say I'd burn my advantage, so I'm just gonna do this anyway. But yeah. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Let's get some fucking hype in chat. This is the most ones I've ever seen in any Call of Cthulhu game. Okay.
This is like some. What was it? Wanted with the keyboard scene where I just whack him in the face. But this guy's got so many teeth that teeth are everywhere. They are machine gunning out of his face.
Not only that, so as you swing away, Zebulon, this thing flies off of Jackson and fucking spontaneously combusts. Its whole body goes up in flames. And the boy is no longer...
Yep, he is now boy with combustion, not boy with teeth. Thank you, Doc Crimbill.
That was incredible.
Zeb just kind of looks at the thing and looks at where the boy used to be and then looks at the thing. And then I think he throws up a little bit on the side.
Jackson is like looking at you with wide eyes. Thank you, Zebulon, and rights himself.
No problem, Mr. Jack.
The woman, Tommy, I want Zebulon to make another intimidation check, and I'm gonna give you advantage on it.
Okay. We'll see how well this goes. I could spend 15 luck points.
You could.
I could. It's a lot, but I have a lot of luck points is the thing. I have 75 luck points.
Up to you. It's
I'll spend it. I'll spend it this time. I'll spend 15 to make that a success.
All right. Then you see the woman who is next up to attack fucking turn tail and run. Like runs for the boat, runs for the water. She's getting the hell out of here. And is no longer in the initiative order then. Irene, it's your turn.
Cool. Who left?
Pedro was still coming at you. You managed
Yeah.
to shoot his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him again.
Yeah. Do it.
Gonna spend another advantage on this.
Mhm.
Be cool if it was roll.
It would be cool. It would be very, very cool.
You know, would be nice. Fuck. Okay. With the critical,
What the
you do
fuck?
an automatic full damage plus 1d8. So it's 8 plus 4. So 12 points of damage to Pedro. Holy shit.
How do you kill him?
It's probably so after the shot in the hand and everything that's going on beside her, she just adjusts the gun again, and I think she hears like the voice of Victor telling her need to go a little left, and she'll pull the trigger and it goes straight into the forehead.
Yeah. And he falls to the ground immediately. At this point, we are out of initiative. Pedro's on the ground. The woman has run. The boy's body is burning. Sanchez is still there, but he looks like he won't be for much longer.
So the woman ran where?
Toward the water. Kind of back the way it looked like she came from.
Oh, I'm totally chasing her.
Okay, what's your move?
It's whatever standard is, so I know where that is in the paper sheet.
Yeah, me too. But I'm like, where is it on the... I don't know. It's probably like, what, 8? Sure. Let's say you have an 8, because I don't know where it is on that sheet. You will be able to catch up with her right away then, because because you're going before her, so she doesn't have time to put space between you. So, you can run, and what are you doing as you catch up to her?
I want to knock her down.
Okay.
I want to knock her down and want to bring her in for study.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, this is a terrible idea, but it's exactly what I'm thinking right now.
Sure. Yeah. You can try and knock her down. That's brawl.
Okay. I'm going to use an advantage on this.
Okay. Let's see if she fights back, because Karasiri do not dodge. Nope. You are able to knock her to the ground. What else are you doing?
I think I'm on top of her, and now I have the shotgun kind of pressed across her throat.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of straddled on top of her, and I say, now, I think we would like to have a little chat before you go running off.
She's making these really haggard sounds again. She's still in full Karasiri form. Since we're doing this, I am going to keep us in initiative. Charlie, you're up.
Great. Yeah, I mean, I think that he's going... So you said the professor looks like he's going to run?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Charlie feels bad for him. And after seeing, Pedro just like wiped, he's gonna start to slowly walk towards the professor. Kind of like you would approach a scared dog, kind of, very slowly. And he would just say, Professor, we just want to help you. I can see that whatever's happening, you're fighting against it. Slowly walking over.
I want you, I think, to make a power check.
Okay. Success.
Okay. For this moment, this minute, he looks at you, and his eyes that were kind of glinting green in the moonlight clear. And he says to you in Spanish, tell Trinidad I'm sorry.
Am I close enough to touch him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'd like to put my hand on his back. Can I see if there's something inside him, like another spirit possessing him?
Uh-huh. Make a medium check.
Okay. Success.
Okay.
Because I've seen the green flash now, so
Yeah.
I want to know if there's something else going on here.
You are, as you touch him and you focus, you blink and are in the hospital. You didn't go there, so, but you can tell it's a hospital, a pretty humble one, but you see he's kind of brought back. You see the nurses like administer to him, but they look like they have other, like, more pressing things to deal with, because he looks kind of stable. They've, like, set him up where he shouldn't die. They're monitoring him, but they don't get to him right away. You see Trinidad, like, pacing, and you see, like, kind of under the hospital gown they have him in, you see something moving. Like his skin is coming up as something moves around. Trinidad doesn't seem to notice it. She's, like, freaking out, like, trying to yell for somebody to, like, handle him immediately. You see the clock strike the hour, or you hear it, and whatever is moving stops moving, and you see the professor's eyes shoot open, and that green flash flicker across them. Then you move to his office. Again, you weren't there, but you see him at his desk. He looks fine, and you see behind him De Mendoza in his black hat, stepping quietly into his office. You see the professor turn too late as De Mendoza pushes him down. You see De Mendoza change. Not as extreme as these creatures that just attacked you, just slightly, where his mouth grows bigger, and he puts his mouth on the professor's, and you swear you can see something move from De Mendoza's mouth into the professor's. Something white and slimy. and then you're back.
So it feels like a physical second presence within.
There's definitely a physical
professor.
one. The
Yeah.
flash doesn't feel that way, but you're not sure what that's about.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah. I think he has his hand on the professor. And he just says, "We can help you."
He shakes his head and says, "It's too late."
Charlie clearly like doesn't understand like the full what's going on here with these people with the Kirasiri, but
Yeah.
he kind of looks at the professor and says, "If you care about Trinidad, you need to get somewhere where you're not a danger to her, others, or yourself. As far out of town as you can. Away from these people." And he says, kind of like gesturing to the ones on the ground.
I want you to make a persuade roll here.
Sure, I'm gonna use them in my last advantage.
Okay.
Hard
Hard
success.
success. He nods. You don't see the flash come back. He nods. He still looks like he's fighting against something, but he starts to stagger away. Jackson, who after kind of like patting Zeb on the back, goes over to Irene and says, if you'll pardon my French, Miss Blackwell, goddamn. And he'll continue over to Charlie. You think it wise letting him go?
He shrugs a little bit. I can tell that he wants, he doesn't want to hurt anybody. I think he'll, see himself out.
Yep.
Yeah. Irene puts away the handgun. And she'll go over to Zeb.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
He puts up his hand for one moment. I don't know if I just killed human or demon thing.
Well, I haven't met a person that combusts spontaneously when gold touches them. So here, and she'll go into her pack and she'll give Zeb some water.
What in the world is all of this?
Jackson turns over his shoulder. I am not at all sure. Nayra, I need to check on Nayra. And he moves back toward her hut.
Friends, pardon for the interruption, but I'm not inclined to let this one go just yet.
Oh yeah, speaking of that one. Nope. You still got her. She's fighting viciously to get away from you, but you are much stronger than her.
No. Don't struggle, my dear. That's fascinating as I'm looking into her maw.
Okay,
A
yeah.
distance.
They're,
From this much distance.
yeah. Ganymede's a bit away, so to see what she's doing, you'd have to go up to her.
Yeah, I think Charlie is watching until the professor is out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, he goes over to Irene, and he doesn't say anything, but he just kind of tucks a strand of hair back behind her ear, and that's like his thank you, because she saved his ass. And then we'll start to head towards Ganymede to see what all the hubbub is about. What's the fuss over here? And we see her pin down the woman.
Yeah. Zebulon and Irene, what are you doing?
Irene's gonna stick by Zeb's side until he seems okay. He tells her to go away. She's in caregiver mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Zeb is coming down from the adrenaline of it all from the moment, and just like having a hard time. Like he knows that it's logically he knows, well, not logically, but like, you know, in his mind he's like, this thing was weird, it's some sort of demon thing, what Irene is saying, right? But like it also looked very human a moment before.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so
It looked like a boy your age.
yeah, so he's that like Zeb will roughhouse. Zeb will, you know, get into a scuffle here and there. Zeb is not for killing people, and like this, like he's just not sure. So I think Zeb is just like kind of like dry heaving, like hand on a wall, water bottle in one hand, just Zeb, this is the weirdest. Now this is the weirdest trip you have ever taken. I doubt Ma has ever seen something like this. And he's just kind of talking to himself, like just trying to like. So it's gonna be a moment for him.
Yeah, Irene's just gonna stay there. She's not gonna say anything. She just wants to be a comforting presence.
Let me just check something. Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Check it.
Don't worry about it.
Not worry. Why would I worry?
Why would we ever worry?
I don't know. The two of you swear you hear, like, movement behind you.
Irene's turning around.
Zeb will weakly turn around.
Make a spot hidden roll.
Oh, goody.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Okay.
god! What is? I'm worried though. Like,
Yeah,
this
both
is too
of
much good
you,
luck for Zeb.
both of you, like, it's hard with, like, the fire, which is starting to go out. But you swear Pedro's body wasn't where it was.
Miss Blackwell, did that body just move there? The
Possibly.
dead body.
Well,
Yes. Hopefully. Should I go
hopefully.
touch it with this thing? Should I go touching the?
As much as I'd hate to ask you to do it, I think it might be a good decision to make sure it's dead.
Better them than us, I guess. And then Zeb is just gonna try to like slowly, unsteadily walk towards the body with the golden bar out, and just gonna like try to press it to the body.
Okay, as you get close, Pedro's eyes open.
Son
And
of
with
a.
his arm, he tries to sweep your leg. So let's see what
Fuck.
happens. Nope.
I mean, if I need to roll against it, there's entirely a chance that I roll worse.
He has a hole in his hand and his head.
Yeah, he's trying to do it, but you are going to be able to get, maybe as your reaction to it, I don't know, do you like with the...
Yeah, I just kind of like try to like just bash the head with the golden bar.
Okay.
And just...
I'm gonna say you're able to because he has exactly 1 hit point, and as the gold bar touches it, he also bursts into flames.
just again, just dry heaving again to the side. Just this is. He is 17.
Yeah. Irene just like places a hand on his arm just to. Again, not say anything, just being there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Miss.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry.
Miss. Thank you, Miss Blackwell. This is mighty strange. This is not your average spring vacation, I would say. But how about we maybe we can perhaps help Miss Graves over there, and maybe we can get some information out of that other one. Maybe it's afraid of this thing too.
Well, it just combusted 2 of them, so I would assume at least it provides some form of threat. But yes, you're right. We should go with the others.
Back over there, Ganymede and Charlie, what's going on, friends?
Yeah, I'm coming on over, and Ganymede has her pretty well pinned, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do a very similar thing to what I did with the professor. But this time I kind of know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
In regards to I keep seeing that green flash, and like to Charlie, he's thinking like the flash is something different from the parasite or like whatever is turning them into Kirsiri. And he wants to go in with the intent of like confronting it, essentially. So he is he's going to look, I will remind you, because Lauren, I love you, that Charlie can be possessed, just saying.
Can't be?
He can be.
Ah, right.
Because I love you and I want you to know that I can fully be possessed.
Cool.
I think there's some rules about that, but I'll send those over.
Cool. I love it.
But yeah, he is going to look at Ganymede and he's going to say, if you could just hold her extra tight for a second, I'm going to try something.
I currently have only 1 setting for holding her, so I'll do my level best.
Yeah, he winks at you, and then he's gonna reach down and put his hand on the back of her head, like kind of close to the base of her neck, and he is going to try and basically exercise her. That's the intention here.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that you will need more than a regular for something and more than a hard for something else.
Chad, I don't know if you want to throw me some advantages really fast.
Oh,
I ain't got none. That's wings. Here we go. Success.
As you reach out and touch this woman, and you key in, it's almost like when you touch her, your hand, it's not a burning sensation, but it's like you're touching the coldest ice. That kind of burn. And all you hear is laughter.
Does she seem to have any reaction, like visible reaction to this? Like, does it change her demeanor at all?
She starts kind of moving side to side. She looks like she's in pain. I mean, it's quite a sight with her, with the disc shaped and the tongue and, yeah.
Summer, what does Charlie look like while he's doing this?
It's again that very subtle kind of like you wouldn't openly realize that he's doing something like medium, but I do think you see like he starts to like sweat, and his eyes are kind of like, they're not like rolled back, but they are kind of glazed over a little bit. And he does seem to be looking at like some middle distance, like far off point, but his eyes are downward at her. But he seems kind of like, for just that brief moment, disconnected from like the event. Like, you could say his name now and he probably wouldn't hear you. But as soon as he feels that burning and hears that laugh, he just very carefully, slowly, regardless of how he's feeling, pulls his hand away to break that connection gently, so as to not cause her further pain. And then just kind of like wipes his brow and like snaps back. It's maybe like 15 seconds altogether, less than that. There's something else going on here with I think he's got kind of a bit of a headache at this point. He's rubbing his temples. There's something inside them that makes them this way, but there's something else too that I think is controlling them or making them behave irregularly. I'm not exactly sure. It's not good.
Well, it is not unusual, and as the woman is kind of moving around, Ganymede is trying to, avoid anything that she might throw at her. It's not unusual for parasites, particularly neurological parasites, to exert some type of control, or at least the appearance of control. I'm concerned, however, that whatever she has might somehow infect others. I'm not exactly comfortable releasing her to the wild. We could certainly learn a great deal if we could just get her back to my ship or to the university, perhaps.
Well, do you think it's wise to take her back to a place like your ship, where if she escapes, she could wreak havoc on your crew?
Oh, no, I'm sure that would not be a problem. Quite accustomed to handling such things. Well, I don't know of any such things, but...
Yeah, Charlie's like thinking that this is a bad idea, but now that you've now that you've restrained her, it's like, now it might be too late to let her go at this point, because we might have just made her angry. So he's going to take off his belt and use it to restrain her hands while Ganymede has her down, just to add a little bit of extra kind of control. But I think you do hear him say, like, this isn't a good idea, like under his breath, like he's expecting this to go sideways. But he'll help you because he, what are we gonna fucking do? Just stand up and be like, Shoo! I mean, it worked. Didn't work that one time, but whatever.
At this point, Irene and Zebulon arrive, and I think also Jackson, bringing Naira, comes as well. And when you all get there, Naira sees the woman and immediately bursts into tears. Starts speaking very rapid Spanish to Elias. Charlie and Ganymede, you hear her call the woman Maria, and she's crying, and the creature begins to lose strength at this point. The mouth and the tongue return to normal. She's much, she feels a lot less, like the fighting is very feeble at this point.
Ganymede had noticed what Charlie was up to with his belt, and she pulls off her own to put around her ankles so that she's, so I kind of imagine her on her knees with her ankles bound and her wrists bound. And she says to Nera, Senora, you know this woman.
See? And she tells you her name is Maria. She is local to Puno. And she hasn't seen her in a few days. It's only been days. And obviously, she's very emotional over this.
Yeah, I think while Ganymede is talking to Naira, I think that Charlie's listening and is kind of whispering in comforting tones to Maria that Naira's here, somebody that she knows, trying to pull on that same kind of whenever he mentioned Trinidad to the professor, pulling on those human connections.
Yeah.
And probably would turn and be is there anybody else she knows or loves to Naira? People that we can invoke to try and.
She says that that Maria had a younger brother.
Great. So love that. Sure.
Named Paolo.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Charlie knows who that is, but he's gonna say think of Paolo.
Yeah.
Just to kind of try and chill her fully out, you know.
Why don't you you can make a persuasion, psychology. I mean, well, no, it wouldn't be psychology. Yeah, I would say persuasion. I'd let you make another power check.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Success.
She does start to calm. You see tears in her eyes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who speaks Spanish, she's kind of muttering and is saying, "Kill me."
Charlie just looks at Ganymede.
Ganymede is still speaking to Senora Nera. Senora, this, and she's speaking in Spanish, your friend Maria is very ill. It's extremely important that she be taken to Lima, to the hospital immediately.
She says back, no, we can take care of her here now that we know what she is, and can still be reached. If you take her away, she could hurt more people.
Excuse me, now that you know what she is, what is she?
Karasiri.
Bad luck.
I think you would hear Kirasiri though at the very
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. At the very least, I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of the mythological significance of all of this, she needs medical treatment in order to survive. What, you know how to treat her condition?
We can try, but I suspect anything a hospital could do, it's far too late for that sort of thing. But we can try and make her comfortable.
Yeah, Charlie would look at Ganymede and say in English, it happened to the professor in a matter of hours. The hospital didn't do anything for him. He was still pulled away.
Yes, but we don't yet know that it cannot be undone. And there's a great deal to be gained from learning how this happened in the first place.
Well, I have a pretty good idea of how it's passed on or how they're infected. But I think if the Senora thinks it's best that she stay here, then this is her friend.
Well, we certainly can't force anything on them.
I think at this point Zeb is approaching her very like cautiously with the thing held out.
Uh-huh.
Miss Graves, I don't know if you've seen these things, but I don't think there's any medical knowledge out there that can stop whatever these things are. I can make sure that she never hurts anyone. These things burst into flame like some sort of demon magic when I touch them with this here golden band.
Zebulon, my boy, there's no magic involved in any of this.
Then how do you explain those other two bodies exploding into flame? And I hit them with this thing.
Just because you can't explain something doesn't mean it's magic. It simply means that we don't understand the science yet.
That sounds like magic to me.
Which is why I'm so reluctant simply to leave her here, but Mr. Rapp, I'm afraid you're right. It is perhaps out of our hands at this point. And then I think she just continues, as she's kind of parting words to Senora Nera. I strongly suggest that she be sent to hospital. And she even, pulls out a calling card with the name of the ship on it and says, my ship is staffed entirely by scientists and researchers. If you send her there in the port in Lima, they may be able to help her. I cannot recommend this highly enough. But she'll leave it at that. She knows that it's up to them.
I think with the people here on the island, they will at least make sure she can't hurt anyone else. Maybe we can figure out what's causing all this without bringing her anywhere or I mean, I'm inclined to agree with Miss Graves that we should bring her to the hospital, but Nera's kind of a stubborn woman, and he winks at her. She doesn't understand he's speaking in English, but she winks back. As she goes to kind of, she calls some of the men on the island that she's staying with, and they come over to assist Maria. They don't unbind her, because Nera explains what's going on very rapidly in Spanish. And as
I have all my life had a great deal of respect for stubborn women.
well, Nera is right in the top there. Do you think this all might be stemming from maybe the pyramid? This side, if De Mendoza is the one who told Mr. Larkin about it?
Well, I think there's likely a connection in some way. If these people were with De Mendoza and like him, and De Mendoza wants to be at the pyramid, then that's also the same site where a man named De Mendoza was mentioned in those notes.
That's
Connected
right.
with that gold artifact that Zebulon has. I think there's a lot of converging points. We don't quite have all the lines between them, but we certainly have all the dots, to say the least.
And I think at this point, like, if it's been a few moments, I think Zeb is just sort of slumped against the wall and sat down. What is wrong with all of y'all? You've just seen these creatures with, and you sound like you want to keep investing. Y'all are crazy. We should be getting out of here, getting as far away from this hell-forsaken place, away from these weird fat-sucking vampires. And
But Zebulon, and she's kind of turned away from Maria now, or from what's happening there, and back toward you, Zeb. But aren't you even a little bit curious about what's causing all this? What it is about that artifact that you're carrying that wields such great power against these things? Doesn't the mystery entice you even a little bit?
And if there is some kind of parasite causing it, we could discover it. Maybe bringing it to some scientists or doctors could eventually lead to being able to cure it.
I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not curious about it, but I'm also very curious in staying alive to go experience other things. I want to go play college football. I wanna go see the rest of the world. This was just supposed to be spring break in South America, and not. I'm trying to think of some sort of horror book that's been out by now.
Zebulon, I promised your sisters and your parents that I would look out for you, and I will. That's my promise to you. As you've seen, we're all very capable, very strong, and you yourself proven to be much stronger than I expected you to be. But if you'd like to return to Lima, spend the rest of your time there, I'm sure it can be arranged.
I'm not gonna go back, but
If you're not going to go back, there's only one way to go.
I wouldn't be able to go home and look my daddy in the eye and said I've left all of y'all to deal with something on your own if you're all gonna still keep going with this. but this is weird. You've all got to admit that this is really, really freaking weird.
Oh, yes, it is deliciously weird.
And as calm as some of us might be, it's a thing that you have to learn pretty early on how to do. I'm sorry
Zeb
this is a
just looks at
circumstance.
Irene just
Yeah.
wide-eyed, just like, what have you had to, what has your life been like that this is something you had to learn early on? Like,
Yeah, I think while this has all been going, or while this conversation's been happening, Charlie's been kind of like, ever since they took away Maria, he's been kind of like lost in thought,
Yeah.
like replaying over the scenes that he saw with the professor and that like laugh and the green flash and everything. Not really like fully like tuned into their conversation, even though he's like standing
Yeah.
close by.
Well, I think Naira and her friends have things under control here now that the other people infected have been dealt with. Should we return to Mr. Larkin?
I guess we should decide before that whether we tell him anything.
I don't think telling that man anything is for anybody's is in anybody's best interest.
All right. So we just went shopping.
Oh, right.
Charlie like dusts himself off where he's like when they were in the dirt.
Naira comes back out, and she's got some people with her. They're carrying heavy blankets and like material that kind of looks like it's been made into a scarf. And she starts handing it over, just as it's very cold where you're going at night.
Muchas gracias, señora.
gracias.
That's right.
Mucho gracias.
She looks at you like, but walks up and kind of like pats your face. She then goes over to Jackson and gives him a hug. And says to all of you, it's in Spanish, but she's addressing everyone, and implores you to rid the area of these creatures so nobody else gets hurt. And you can return to Larkin, who has found some animals, pack animals, has gotten everything kind of loaded up, smiles warmly at all of you, and if you would like to set out come morning, you may.
Are they alpacas?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Zebulon, look at this. See, you may have the opportunity to taste that alpaca milk that I was telling you about. It's very, very nutritious.
I'm sorry, Miss Graves. I think you may have lost. Milk comes from cows, Miss Graves.
I think she's mumbling something to him about mammary glands as they go into wherever it is they're spending the night.
Awesome.
I think Zeb has trouble sleeping at night.
Yeah. Charlie, as you drift off, all you can hear is that laugh again. Now, it takes about 3 days to travel to the site where Nera told you, some 70 miles south-southeast. The landscape along the way is grassy plains, hills, valleys, some mountain passes. You see a bunch of really interesting animals, like an Andean condor, a spectacled bear, a jaguar far off, but enough that you can kind of see its pattern, an anaconda. Again, nothing like really threatens all of you. You're sticking together, you're a big group, you have fire, but there's just some interesting sights along the way. It does get really cold at night, even though it's approaching summer. So you're very thankful for the things that Nera gave you all. And I would like everybody to make a spot hidden as you get closer to the pyramid. The grass around here is very tall. Nice.
This is my on week.
Dream.
This is
Wow,
my
we are
success
on
for me.
fucking fire this week.
Yep. At the edge of the tall grass, right before you go into it, you see feet sticking out from it.
As if someone's lying in the grass and their feet are just sticking out.
Sure, like that.
Miss Graves, do you see that?
How strange. Hello? Hello?
Huh?
Trying to call out and get attention.
Yeah, Larkin kind of it looks like maybe someone is asleep. Maybe we should just leave them to rest if they are taking a break. Although it is kind of a strange place to relax.
A strange place indeed.
I mean, Zeb. God, he does have that curious streak that he tries not to, but like he's just also naive enough to like go look.
Are we all on foot at this point?
You're still in your alpacas.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is like grass that leads up to a hill that you think is probably the end of your journey.
Excuse me, as Zeb sort of approaches. Are you okay? Do you need some help there?
As you get closer and kind of move the grass aside, you see a body, an obviously dead body. It looks like it's extremely dehydrated, maybe. It seems to be, again, a boy, kind of your age, wearing a farmer garb. His shirt has been ripped open, and you see like a circular 6-inch wound in his chest.
I think Zeb immediately just turns to the side and just loses his lunch.
As soon as that happens, Ganymede is off her alpaca and is walking over just to see what he sees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Charlie would slow to a stop. Probably not getting off until Ganymede says, because like Zeb is just a little baby, so who knows what could be going on over there. But yeah, he's gonna wait for word from Ganymede before he gets off and comes over.
This one's been dead a while, it appears. Or does it?
Make a medicine, or probably a medicine check.
Oh, I don't have a whole lot of medicine.
I'd let you make first aid on this too.
Okay. That should be right here, right?
Give it to me. I want it. Give me it.
I would love to give it to you, but oh, there it is. A success.
Okay. This person, I think it's the look of the body, like it's been like dried out, that confuses you at first, but after looking more closely at like the state of it, like there's basically no decay. This person hasn't been dead very long at all. And now I need everyone to make another spot hidden.
I think I will use.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, what is this today?
Extreme, critical, regular.
Regular.
All of you kind
Wow.
of. Wow.
What the hell is happening?
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a shadow.
That's 2 sessions in a row for me.
I know. Maybe it's a shadow that gets cast. But whatever it is, whatever catches all of your eyes at the same time, you all kind of look up at the steep hill with the grass, and just emerging at the far end, kind of cresting over the hill, you see a figure wearing a black hat. And all of you know it's De Mendoza. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Woo, 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 woo!
Hey! Hey.
I'm so worried about next week. Next week is the week Zeb dies based on how I rolled
Oh
today.
yeah, most assuredly.
Next week is the week we all get fucked.
Yeah, no, you guys are gonna die next week. Anyway, let's go around and talk to everybody how they feel about that. Let's start with Summer.
Woo! Wow, I did it! I didn't die.
I'm so
I didn't die even though I was
proud.
bad at stuff. I'm Summer. You can find me on Twitter at justasummerjob. That is where I tweet and retweet about everything that I've got going on. You can obviously find me here every Saturday. And in an hour, you can find me on Off the Table running some Lady Blackbird. It's going to be so much fun. We are going to be over there for Otterthon from 12 noon PDT to midnight. So please come hang out with us. We've got some really good games. We've got Lady Blackbird, Uncanny Echo, which is like a heist bank robbery game, which is super fun, PBTA hack kind of game. And then we have Still Knocked, which is a ghost story game, basically where you're telling bullshit to a ghost. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
So those will be happening. It's our one day a month that we take donations to influence the game. So if you want to come fuck with your friends, they'll be there all day. So come hang out with us. But we will see you there.
Awesome.
And I will see you next week
Woo.
for another critical success because I'm on a roll. Let's make it 3 for 3, baby.
Tommy, Mr. I don't even know what to call you. Firebringer. What's up?
Oh man, that was a great session. Everyone, I think it was really great because everyone got to shine today thanks to the rolls.
Yeah.
like oh god, we maybe had like you know 3 maybe failed rolls, but most of those were able to like get adjusted by luck. So like, God, it was just a good day for our characters. It makes me really worried about next week.
Yeah.
Because I'm not known to have good luck on roll 20. It seems to go week by week here with this game. So we'll see. I am at Imperator Pingu on the Twitter sphere. I do tabletop RPG stuff and video editing stuff, like the intro for this show. I am on Fridays over at Encounter Roleplay. Also doing terrifying, horrifying stuff with also another teenager. Is in horror, but everyone's teenagers in that game, so we're all in the same boat. I think we're off this coming week. But there is a Mandalorian one-shot run by, I think, Greg I think is running it this Friday. So you should check that out if you get the chance. It'll be awesome. But other than that, I am both looking forward to and dreading next week.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. Allie!
This was one of my favorite tabletop RPG sessions in a whole lifetime of playing tabletop RPGs.
Shut up!
It was like the perfect mix of like combat and tension and characters interacting and moving the plot forward, and it was awesome. It was so awesome. I feel so honored that I get to do this with all of you, and that includes you, chat, who are here for us and hanging with us every week. Thank you for that. You can find me here on Saturday mornings, and probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but
You're in trouble.
I know I'm in big trouble. I'm always in big trouble. Come on. I might be DMing a campaign on this channel at some point in the near future. And it might be some really cool classic D&D. I'm just saying, I don't know. That's what they're saying on the street. Take it for what it is.
The street that is this channel.
What street? We can't go
That is the
outside.
hallway between where I'm sitting and Lauren's sitting
Yeah,
right
that's
over
the
there.
Street. That's
the street.
street.
So follow me on Twitter at Allison Robinson with 2 L's and a Y to see more about that. And hey, if you are sequestered in your house or apartment, like basically everybody in the world is, and you've already watched the VOD of this 5 times and you're looking for something else, Audible and the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society right now have 2 different Lovecraft novellas as audio dramas available for free download, including At the Mountains of Madness, probably Lovecraft's best work, certainly my favorite. So if you're looking for something to keep you entertained and scare the hell out of you, as if the world was not scary enough right now, check it out at the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society or at Audible. It's good stuff. Bye,
Awesome.
Everybody.
Key, let's do our personal things real quick.
Yeah, so this was awesome as always. God, what a good episode. Mix of everything, amazing. But yeah, I mean, you can find me on this channel. But when I'm not here, I'm over on Twitter at Kienna S. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Come over the internet doing role-playing things, streaming, writing, screaming into the void, as most of us are at this moment. I'm the current ARC guest over on Tales from the Mist, on the official D&D channel on Friday nights, so you can catch me over there. And I'm also on WebDM for their Tuesday shows of Simba Room, where I'm a terrible, terrible person, and the opposite of Irene, basically.
And I'm Lauren. I'm the Salty here. You can find me on Twitter at ThatSaltyGinger. You can catch me on Off the Table every other Friday. You can catch me on the Scraticus Academy every Thursday running some Urban Shadows. And otherwise, you can find me here doing this. We're going to be here tomorrow for Witcher at 8 a.m. Pacific, and then Ross Rifles, concluding that mini game at 2 p.m. Pacific. What
Gonna be real good. Well, we should, speaking of amazing roles this fucking session, we should go and shout out our sponsor, Roll20. They are incredible. They are bringing tabletops, role-playing games to people across the world, connecting them together for free. So give them a huge love, all that stuff, as they deal with the huge influx of new people using the service. Tell them we sent you.
Yes.
And definitely check out the other people and channels who are part of the Spotlight program that we are part of, so you can get some really awesome other content that is also sponsored by Roll20. What else? If you ever miss an episode or you want to rewatch something, we upload on YouTube. We have our videos of both, our tabletop games and whatever one-shots, so video games we put up. We have usually Tuesday, Thursdays for our regular campaigns, and then any other day for whatever else. We have some stuff, with Dead by Daylight, Monster Prom with the Broadswords, and we'll have some upcoming cool one-shots campaigns maybe. All that stuff coming up on the channel as well. So make sure, if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter, because it's one of the best ways to find out when we announce things, when things are going to be happening, all that fun stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's-
Again, yeah, a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who has followed, who has donated, and who, if you want to support us as well outside of the channel, we have a Redbubble with merch. You can get a real cute pretzel designed by Summer herself, or you can get the complex polyhedral design, which I designed. I think that's about it. Really awesome stuff
Let's
today.
get out of here. Let's
we'll go.
wave bye.
We'll go raid off the table so we can hang out and chat and chill out there for
Yes.
Autothon.
All right. Wave bye, everyone. Goodbye.